Alright, so let me brief a bit about inspection, what you have to do when a customer walk into an MBE outlet. So the most important thing, customer will tell you that, oh, in my box I already packed it nicely. We have clothings, we have bags, we have shoes, we have pants, and all kind of stationeries giving to my son living in United Kingdom. Okay, and when they insist them to open, they say no, I already pack it nicely already, please do not open, then it will get damaged along the way. Please, I tell you, please do open and check, because if you do not open and check, you might encounter different things. Customer might under declare, or also misdeclare the items that is not that is inside the box, right? Inspection also is very important to also do not mislead from customers sending prohibited items, illegal items, contraband items. These items are prohibited items that cannot be sent. All right, you have to do inspection. If you see something suspicious, please stop the shipment and tell the customer you cannot send. All right, don't go for the business. You just want the business. Oh, this is 50 kg shipment, how come I can do it? Do not ever do that, because it will come back to you again, because for your information, just to share with you guys, MBE is the place that walk-in customers will like to take advantage, because it's even more easier, for drug dealers. They will come to your place, they will try at your outlet today. Oh, they see, oh, this outlet is doing inspection, it's too dangerous for me, so I would like to go to another outlet. This happens, this really happens. Last 3 months, we have 5 MBE same case of drug cases. So you have to be very, very cautious about it. So you have to inspect. So even you have inspected, you do not know how they slot in you do not know how they slot in the drugs. Doesn't matter. As long you have opened, you have checked, you have your CCTV footage captured, it's fine enough for the investigators to find out from the police. As long you have do your part. So always do open and check all the shipments for safety measures. Alright. So the second inspection will be this DG classification, dangerous good classification. So if you see a customer who's sending items that, having all these logos, explosive logos, they have compressed gas, flammable, all these logos, these are all non-acceptable, right? You cannot accept any kind of shipments having this logo. Strictly prohibited by IATA, all right? Airlines have already prohibited, you cannot accept. So if a customer would like to send battery, power banks, these are all not acceptable items. Alright, like flammable liquids, like corrosive liquids, strictly prohibited. So if the customer insists to send, how do they send? They have options. They can opt into freight cargo, which is only by sea freight. So if let's say they have like huge volume that they would like to send, so they can opt in for sea freight. You guys can, drop an email to Aramex and ask for sea freight pricing for managing these dangerous good classification items. Okay? Right, so all types of weapons and weapons parts are strictly prohibited. Alright, even a toy gun, even a toys look like a gun or look like a knife, right? It's not accepted, because when the item goes through the scan still shows the picture exactly like a gun. So they will straight away put the item at the side. So they will put it aside, then they will check, but they will never uplift the shipment. So they will just confiscate the item. Okay, so this is our available copy. Okay, so this is what you will be using for your customers when your customers walk in. What should you do when the customer arrives? So this is our error bill that you will be providing to your customers, where customers will be filling up. So Aramex has 2 types of error bill. Number one is the system. All right, You can opt in into Aramex system. You can use our website www.aramex.com. You can use it as your login. You can create shipments by there, by your user ID and password. Okay, that's number one. So if you prefer that, you feel that too many customers that is walking to your place and you can't focus because that is your PC, that is your POS, that is your everything, and then you are expecting customers to wait. So sometimes they prefer to use the manual, so they'll give the manual available to the customer for customers to fill up by themselves. So here is our available, manual available if you wish to use. So always do remember, we will only provide you blank available. So the blank available can be filled by the shipper's detail. Alright, so from shipper, if you look at section number 1 on the top left, there is written of shipper account number. Alright, so shipper account number is always a must, that you must write your account number. If you do not write your account number, then the item has been picked up from our courier driver. The item once reach our warehouse, it will never move because we wouldn't know this item is from who. So until you send us an email of the available number saying that we have identified that our shipment that we sent has not been moved, so can you please check, then only we know that this item is belong to, example for MBE Melaka Raya. So then only we know, this is belong to MBE Melaka Raya, so they forgot to write the account number. Then we will write the account number, then only we can proceed to send. So always do remember, shipper's account number is a must when you have shipments for Aramex, you must write the account number. So Aramex account number has 8 digits, so 8 digits has to be filled up in the column of number 1 on the top left. Okay, so from the customer's name, the shipper's name, obviously. So shipper's telephone number. If the shipper has company, they can write their company name. Street address, shipper's address. City, from which city. Country, Malaysia. And then their postal code. So that is section number 1 is totally for the shippers to fill up. Section number 2 is for the receiver. So receiver's account number should be blank. Receiver's reference, it could be anything if you want to write. If you don't want also, you can leave it blank. Alright, then to receiver's name is the receiver's name. So please do write the receiver's name. Phone number. Alright, so always do remember the country telephone number code. If you don't have the code, it's okay. You still can write the telephone number, but make sure it's a correct telephone number. If the customer, the shipper, when they send, they are also unsure with the telephone number, they also can write the email address on the top of the available. So if you look at the Aramex logo, right? Aramex logo on the top left, right? So they can write on top of it the receiver's email address. Okay, so telephone number, then the company name, receiver's company name. Alright, if they don't have, it's fine. Street address. Street address is another most important thing. Address has to be a complete address. It cannot be delivered to a PO box. Strictly no shipments to a PO box. So address, complete address, and postcode. Alright, postcode of the country. Alright, all the countries has postcode except for Middle Eastern countries. Most of the Middle Eastern countries, they don't have postcode, so it's fine. So if you encounter customers that want to send shipments to Middle East, they don't have postcode, yes, that's true. Alright, so not all Middle East countries they have postcode. So please write their street address, their city, their country, and their states will do. So for other countries, postal code is a must. So we have completed section 1, we have completed section 2. So the section number 3 is shipper's signature and authorization. So the shipper has to put in their signature, the date and the time that they have shipped with you. Alright, so then we will move on to section number 4. So if you look at ORG-STN, origin station and destination station, on top of number 4, that one is for Aramex to fill up, so you do not need to fill up. So shipment of information. So if the customer put in all the shipment into one box, so number of pieces should be 1. So if they have like 5-6 items in one box, so number of pieces is 1. So if let's say you have like just now 100 kg shipments, 4 boxes, so then your number of pieces will be 4 boxes. So the weight, actual weight, is where you take your volumetric weight or your gross weight. Whichever is the highest, the total weight you will put it into your actual weight column. So that is where you will write. And chargeable weight will be filled up by Aramex. We will measure again here. We will take the correct weight and then we will put. That is what will be billed back to your account. So please do remember, always when you take volumetric, please do extra one centimeter. Right? Do take extra 1 centimeter from the height, from the width, and from the depth for your safety measure if you don't want to be overcharged. So sometimes you just take, you just take. So it might be, because for Aramex we use machine. So machine, it will take, very accurate. So that's why you just, measure a bit extra, 1 cm will do. Alright, so then section number 4 is description of goods, harmonized good. Alright, so here is, you can write your items. If you have more items, it's better for you to fill up all the items in the commercial invoice. Alright, so then customs value. Here you will write your customs value and your currency. So do remember, your part is only to fill up section number 1, section number 2, section number 3, section number 4, description. So number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is for Aramex use. So you do not need to fill up anything. Your part is only 1 to 4. Done. Okay. So commercial invoice has to be 3 copies. Always do print 3 copies and attach together with the every bill. So if let's say customers would like to sell liquid items, those kind of, see. So if let's say they have MSDS, also do attach MSDS. So what is MSDS? MSDS is material safety data sheet. So MSDS, they have that MSDS, so they can attach together with it. Okay. So everyone is very good with this every bill. You guys understand? If any questions, you can ask me. You can stop me, no problem. So far so good.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Okay. Nicholson. Just want to check with you. Just now you mentioned on one item is about drugs, because you say customer, if they send parcel, we need to check. Right. We need to inspect before we pack out everything. So what if they send documents? Would it be possibilities that they will slide, the very tiny things into the documents? But
yeah. It happens also at the same time. It happens. So before that's why Aramex do provide you the envelope, the Aramex document envelope. So what the other MBEs does is when the customer send documents, right, is just to verify, right, they will open the envelope, they will open the envelope and just check only. So whether it's all documents, or maybe they will tell the customer, do not seal the document first. All right, do not seal first. So we have to check whether it's all completed, whether it's all inside its documents or not. So if let's say they said, it's documents, but sometimes, they might slot in other small things that we wouldn't know. So if let's say in that case, they already sealed, already cannot open, it's fine. You still can accept as long you ensure that it's a document. All right, it's a document, and then make sure you just proceed, because the most important thing is your CCTV. You do your part, you have checked, you have investigated, you have already inspected everything. So that's the most important thing. Okay, so we can move on to the next slide. So here everybody is cool, everybody is good, so I think it should be okay. But don't worry guys, if let's say you have any questions, you want to ask me when you are starting to operate, you can call me, you can WhatsApp me, you can share with me everything. So I also can explain to you what to do. Don't worry, don't think that this training is only for today. After this, you cannot contact me. No, so you still can contact me, you can keep in touch with me. We have our customer service team here to assist you. So everybody can be connected, so don't worry about today's training.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just now you said the number 4 shipment information part, right?
Mm-hmm.
The chargeable weight is filled up by Aramex, is it?
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay.
Geffen
Actually,
weight 应该会有多人。
Normally we will update in our system. So even once we have taken the weight in our system also will be updated.
Okay.
All right. So we will move to the next slide. So the next slide will be our operation supplies. So our operation supplies, we have flyers, boxes, pouch, and we have document express envelopes. We have boxes. So these items